pretty much everything comes back to selling one of three things, which is basically money, relationship, or body. And I find for us soul-led entrepreneurs that we fight that like crazy, because the last thing we want is to be put into a box. And we just feel like that somehow takes away some aspect of who we are. But the truth of the matter is it just gets so much easier to write your copy, to write your posts, to write your messaging, to put out your emails, to create your promos. Like everything just gets easier when you know what the end game is that you are, of what you're actually selling. Now, let's be completely honest. Of course, your work touches on multiple facets. Of course, you are a multifaceted, infinite being. And anyone who works with you, even if you're focusing on helping someone write a book, or you're helping someone lose weight, or you're helping someone transform their relationship with themselves, or heal anxiety, or whatever it is, one area affects every area. It's not like we have our lives compartmentalized where it's like if you make your relationship better, it doesn't affect anything else. No, if you make your marriage better or your romantic relationship better, it's going to affect your body. It's going to affect your income. It's going to affect your soul work. Every area always affects every area. But if you go out there and you're trying to market in that way, what you do is you end up diluting your message so that it impacts less people and you have less sales, okay? I believe that it is your responsibility, and I believe that it is my responsibility to sell like a mofo, to sell and get paid daily, because we cannot do our soul work in the way that we are meant to do without selling, all right? So the truth of the matter is, one, I love money. I love getting paid. I want to be massively, extensively rich and wealthy and have lots and lots of affluence and lots of money in the bank. I do want that. I think you all want that too. Give yourself permission first and foremost to want money so that you can just allow yourself to desire it so that you can have it. The other side of that is, or what goes along hand in hand with that, it's not like the flip side of the coin, it just is the other piece of it is, we want to have an impact, right? Every single one of you is here because you want to personally up-level, expand, and transform your own life and return deeply back to the truth of who you actually are in your soul. And you want to help other people do that as well, right? Because what I know to be true is that as soon as you start feeling good or feeling better or seeing transformation in your area, in some area of your life, what's the first thing you want to do? You want to share it with others because it amplifies the good feeling, okay? So to be able to have the true transformation, to be able to have the impact, to be able to connect with others, to be able to help transform their lives as well as your own, you've got to be able to sell your things. I love putting free stuff out there. I love all my free content and communities and live streams. But what I know to be true is that those who make any form of investment, whether it's $37 for Superflow or it's $5K a month for my private coaching, whatever investment that someone chooses to make, automatically massively up levels the transformation and results that they're going to get. Not because money is some magical thing that gives magical results, but because of the society that we live in, we give a certain amount of value to money. And so when we invest money into something, we automatically take it more seriously, right? If I give you this course completely for free versus you investing $5K to be in this space, for instance, you're going to take this work so much more seriously with the investment. Otherwise, as soon as your old BS patterns of not following through or being the victim or I'm not sure, I don't have clarity, so maybe I should wait till someday when I have clarity, whatever that magical thing is, if you haven't made an investment, when those patterns come up, you're going to let yourself off the hook pretty easily and you're going to go back to watching Netflix or doing your regular work or your 9 to 5 or whatever was keeping you busy before you put yourself into this space, right? So it is your responsibility to become freaking brilliant at selling. By becoming freaking brilliant at selling, you take care of these two things that are important to you, which is having unlimited financial resources to do what you want with your life and to also have the impact that you want to have, which you can do so much more fully when someone invests in you in some way. Does this make sense? Okay? So hopefully, one, this is helping with a little reset around why you getting paid is not just about like Chanel and luxury lifestyle, which of course gets to be as important to you as it is. whether it gets to be as important as it truly is for you. It's also about if you are coming from this space of like, no, I'm spiritual and I just want to do good things in the world, good, get yourself paid. Okay? Because you can do so much more in terms of where you can spend money and where you can give money if you have it, but you can also do so much more in terms of the impact that you have in other people's lives when they have invested money into you. Does this make sense? This is why I'm obsessed with getting paid. This is why I'm obsessed with getting paid daily. And this is why I'm obsessed with increasing my number of sales and number of signups and number of clients in my programs every single day. And I'm continually looking at how can I make it better? How can I make it more effective? How can I increase it? All right. So how can you increase it? That's what we're touching on today. And obviously with this entire program, because when we look at you have a message that solves one of these three specific problems, it makes it really easy for people to know what you do, why they should hire you, or who they should refer you to. Okay? And I'm not going to go super deep into this. We can obviously talk about it much more. But those three areas tend to be money, body, relationship. Okay? Those are your core markets, depending on which one you're fascinated by and want to work on the most. Of course, your work is going to affect other areas as well. But if you can focus on one, it makes your messaging so much stronger. What am I selling? I talk about body. I talk about relationships. I even have courses out there on body. I have chapters on body and relationship in my book. What am I actually selling? Money. You all hired me because you want to increase your money first and foremost. That's how you justify the investment to be in this space, right? If I was just going to help you be happier and feel good, you wouldn't have invested to be in this space. You'd probably consume my free content like crazy because you like my vibe and you like the way that I do things, and you might purchase something at a lower price point. But for the most part, you wouldn't be able to justify investing 1K, 2K, 5K up from there, unless you know that there's one of those specific results coming through and you have a specific need for that result at this point. Does this make sense? So once I know what my core area is, for me it's wealth, then it's time for me to break that down into how I uniquely approach that. Because there's a lot of people who sell wealth, right? A financial investment person sells wealth. Someone who's teaching real estate sells wealth. Someone who's selling a guide, honestly, who's teaching you how to get the best coupons and clip coupons, they're selling wealth, right? So lots of people are selling in these three areas. Everyone who's selling something is selling in these three areas if they have a successful business. So then what you do is you start to break it down on what are the specific ways that you're approaching your core area of wealth, body, or relationship. So for me, around wealth, I'm not teaching real estate. I'm not teaching you investment practices. I'm sure as hell not teaching you how to clip coupon codes or clip coupons so you can save money in that way. The way that I'm approaching it is I want to help you be able to create a freedom-filled, I don't know why freedom is a hard word, freedom-filled online business that feels totally in alignment with your soul, that literally feels like your art. That's my unique area, okay? Now, there's lots of people who are teaching other people how to make freedom-filled businesses. So I'm going to take it one layer further. What makes mine unique? I'm teaching it specifically related to coaching, courses, that sort of work, right? I'm not teaching it on how to start your own, what is the word? Like freelance business or something. Like you can obviously use these tools for those things, but you can see how I can keep taking it down and I'm in my own specific area. Once I know what that area is, then I get to just sprinkle it and cover it with what's going to make my unique message and my unique work stand out to my unique soulmate clients, which is my personality, which is my stories, my experience, the results that my clients have gotten, my quirkiness, the weird things about me, the way that I talk, the way that I present myself. All of that is not what I'm selling. All of that is is the essence of who I am. It's what makes me stand out. Does this make sense? Now, of course you can sell various things throughout various times. But what I find is best, especially if you are at the beginning of your business or starting something new, focus on one of these. Get it locked in. Get yourself paid. Create 5-figure months. Create a 6-figure business. From that space, if you want to diversify, go for it. But you don't diversify from day one, right? So for me, if I had tried to sell like relationship advice and body stuff and money right from the beginning, it would have diluted my message and I would not have grown in the way that I did as quickly as I did. By focusing exclusively on money, on wealth for some time, I can easily now put out courses like Fit, Sexy, Free, which are all specific to body, because I've created the audience, I've created a brand for myself. And so To Living Free can start to diversify and create multiple income streams in various areas. Well, what about Marianne Williamson? Like, doesn't she just teach spirituality? If you look at her books, because that's what we did, because I was like, great question, let's go look. Her books, she started in one area and now she's diversified. Now she has books on money. Now she has books on body. Okay? So start in one area and expand and grow from here. One of the main questions I've been getting the last couple of days on this topic is, what about the relationship with yourself? What about the spirituality piece? The spirituality piece is really, I think, your essence, which is the like unique toppings of your business, but it's not what you're selling. You're not selling exclusively spirituality. You're selling a transformation. And that's why in the first video training of Get Paid Now, when I ask you what's your big vision and what's your actual message, I'm asking you, I take these people from this situation they don't like into the situation they do like. You need to know the specifics of those things. And then get as woo-woo as you want to get. If you want to go past lives and mystical whatever and like any of that, fantastic. But too often we're focusing on how we help the people have the transformation instead of what is the actual transformation. We're going to go back to the refrigerator example that I use all the damn time. If my refrigerator is broken, which it's not, it's brilliant and it's fully safe and in a good spot. But if it wasn't working, I don't care what your degree in refrigerator servicing is. I don't care what size of wrench you use to fix it. I don't care that I don't need to see your resume on it. I don't care about how you're going to fix the thing. Just fix the damn thing so there's not melting meat running all over my floor. Do you see what I'm saying? So yeah, when you come to me and you're wanting to make money in your own freedom-filled business, doing your soul work, you care a little bit, but overall, you just want to trust the fact that I can help you do the thing. Same with the refrigerator person. I just want to trust that she can fix it. I don't even know the house. So notice, is your marketing, is your messaging all about how, trying to convince people how that you actually know what you're talking about versus focusing on the actual results? You need to be certain within yourself to be able to sell your offer. You stop trying to convince everyone else that you're good enough. You convince yourself first and then go out there and let people know what the transformation is going to be. Okay?